Hello everyone, my name is Joost and welcome to JovanoCrypto. Good morning. Here in Holland it's morning at least, so whenever you're watching. In the last update I discussed the fact that we were in this range here and that we're most likely going to get one more move down and then that we should probably go up after that. So that's what I said in the last video, and I drew the scenario of this possibility. I think we were right here then. I think I said we should do something like this and then go back up. And as you can see, yesterday we actually dipped below that level, and before the hourly closed, it closed above 40.6 again, which is pretty bullish in my opinion. That was a pretty good candle and a pretty good bounce. And as you can see on the 1 hour, you could have also spotted a head and shoulders pattern here. And the target was a bit lower, would have been at around 38.5, but this was bought up really quick, so taking a short there would have been bad. This is the perfect example of that, because you could have said that this level was lost, and if you took the short there, you would have been in trouble, because it would have just instantly have pumped up after that. So and in that video I said that the probability of going one leg lower and then going up and breaking out of the range to the upside was a probability. But with this move down, we didn't create any more bullish divergence. So we don't have the bullish divergence now anymore. We did create one here, and that played out already. So this move up, you could say that that bullish divergence has already played out now. And what happened yesterday was we made another try to break out of this 42.3k, and that failed. As you can see, actually that was just this morning that happened. We made another attempt to break through it, and that failed again, which is a pretty bad sign in my opinion. And as you can see, we made a lower high on the 4 hour, and on the RSI we made another higher high. And now the RSI is also pretty much just reset to middle ranges, so if we were to make another drop, it could definitely just happen, and it could be even worse than the last one. So be prepared. There's definitely a possibility that we are going to make a bigger dump again today, because there's no bullish divergence anymore. Those have been cancelled. They played out, so there's no bullish divergence at this point. Yeah, they've all pretty much just played out, and we're still in a bearish market. Every time frame is bearish. And now we failed to break the top side of the range again. Created also 4 hour hidden bearish divergence, which is a pretty strong signal. So in my opinion, it's likely to do another retest of 40.5, and if that fails, we could go for another retest of this point, and we will probably fill this wick, and there's a possibility that we go lower even. And if we do go lower, then 39k is the first level to watch, and if that also fails, then we have 37.4. That's a pretty big support from the past range that we had between 30 and 40k. So yeah, there is some support under us, which could help us out if we do drop, but I don't like the fact that we made this divergence again, combined with a rejection at a important level. So looking at it on the daily, 40k has been such a strong level in the past. You can see that we got big bounces from it and just huge wicks, and we have been in such a big downtrend since 69k, and this reaction to me is just not so strong, honestly. And the weekly close has been pretty bad as well. And you can see we made some wicks from the downside here and yesterday as well, but we're definitely creating wicks on the top also from that 42.3 level, so you could definitely call this a bear flag here. And we could just go down a lot more. And even if we go up to the 45.5, let's say we break out of here, even if we go up there, then the chance is very big that we are going to do something like this. So, and in the price you will then see this. And what do we have then? The last high was, let's say 48k, right? 48k. So the RSI was, when we were at 48k, was like here. This would be one massive hidden bearish divergence. And yeah, if it retests that level and it doesn't break through it, there's a big possibility that we're gonna do something like this and then go for another leg lower. It's just not looking good at this point. So what I'm personally looking to do is I'm gonna look for longs at these levels because I think a bounce is due at some point. And so at these levels, the lower, the 39 and 37, I'm gonna look for longs. And if we manage to go up for this 45.5, I will definitely look for shorts. And this would have been a good short entry as well if you just put your stop loss above the 42.8 to be sure. Then that's a good, and then this was just a great entry then. But I didn't take it personally. So yeah, to sum it all up, it's just looking very bad. Think for yourself, analyze what you see, and yeah, honestly, if you do that, there's not so much bullish stuff at this moment. We even wicked below the low from here, so yeah, the only thing that is true is that the RSI on the daily is pretty low, but that doesn't mean we're gonna go up straight away. But this does tell me that if we go to that 37.4, you know, that could lead to a pretty decent bounce. And even in a big downtrend, it's necessary to have some relief rallies at some points to reset the indicators. And yeah, so what we could maybe get is like one leg lower to that 37.4. Like yeah, like this. We could go to that 37.4 and then get a relief rally to maybe 48k to set a lower high on the macro. We'd have another lower high here, and then we could even go to 30k and even lower in the worst case. So I'm bearish at this point on the bigger time frames. If we manage to break the 52k at some point, that's when I'll get bullish again, because then we are making a higher high on the daily time frame for the first time, and also on the weekly, I think. Yeah, so the weekly last high was 52k. So yeah, that would mean it will start to look a bit bullish again, but for now it's just, if we make a move up, it's more of a relief rally, not really a pump or a leg of the bull run. For now it's just looking bad, and I'm expecting more downside today with this 4-hour bearish divergence. I think we're coming down to at least retest 40.6 and possibly even lower. And yeah, the best scenario for today would be setting a higher low here somewhere, making the hidden bearish play out and then going higher. But to be honest, the market is very bearish, and when you get a rejection combined with a strong divergence in a strong downtrend, most of the times it's gonna get a bit ugly. So yeah, let's see how it all plays out, guys. I hope this helps you if you see this. And I'm gonna keep making updates. So yeah, that will be handy for myself and for you guys, hopefully. See you in the next one.